Quick look on farm walk day. So this is the dry mob. This is the 100 or 83 odd cows that we dried off. That are the combination of lightest condition and early calving. So we've got some, condition score 4.5, rising 3-year-olds that are dried off because they've got to get to a BCS of 5.5 and they're calving in the first week, so they've only got 6 weeks to put on a whole condition score, as well as some condition score 3 cows who are calving in September, who've got an extra 2 months to put on that weight, but they've got an extra condition score to do it. So this is kind of what this group looks like, and they're into some pretty rubbishy tucker down here. There's long stuff, but it's all full of summer grass and trash as well, which is just what everyone's having to deal with. So we're really grateful for the fact that we've got cover. So I'll come and show you the other side of the fence. So this was paddock at the top of the wedge last week at around 2600. This week this half of it would be around about 28 on average. So you've got a combination there of next to no grass, ta-da, through to a beautiful summer grass and yarrow clump, through to, oh my goodness, look, green stuff with clover in it. So yeah, we'd call this paddock around about 28 to maybe 28.50 on average. When we put it in the wedge, because that side's grazed, the paddock will go in the wedge around about 2200 to reflect the total amount of feed we've got available. Big decision this week is we will be pulling another 80 to 100 to dry off this week, end of this week, and then we'll milk the balance of cows through probably till close to the end of April. So we're feeding 6 kilos of grass to our milkers, and we're feeding 5 kilos of grass to our dries. So drying cows off isn't going to materially impact our grass intake or our pasture demand. Our big issue is that we've got a very low pasture supply. So we're going to protect body condition score. We're going to shunt our round out further. Obviously drying cows off puts them onto a much smaller area, but even then we're going to pull the pasture allowance down to the remaining milking cows. But they've got sufficient body condition score that they're not at risk for us doing that, and that means we do everything possible to control our pasture demand, based on the fact that we've got grass like this, which I know a lot of people aren't in that situation of having luxuries like this. So based on the fact that we have got a top end of the wedge, we'll keep running those 150 odd as far as we can until we get to a critical point where we just can't from a feed point of view. But our big issue is lack of supply. It's not, our demand's about 13 kilos a hectare a day at the moment with the lack of grass being fed around the farm. So about 5 kilos a cow and about 2.3 cows a hectare. But like I say, the issue is it's just a lack of supply, and that's moisture related. It is so dry. I'll just show you some photos in the info this week of just how dry it is underground. And burn off that's happening again in April. We've had 83 millimetres of rain since the 1st of Jan, so that is just getting desperately dry. So that's the game. Shunt around a little bit more, but keep milking what we can as long as we can. Okay, so here is our other groups. This is milkers. They're cruising through part of the lease block at the moment, and this is their paddock from yesterday. So definitely kind of sub 1500 on the residuals with slowing the round down, but that's, like we've said, the decision we're making to control amount of grass intake, and generally this lot are in better condition than the other group. There's still a range in here, so there's some later calving September 3.5s and 4s. There's also some early calving 5s, and there's a 5.5 in there somewhere as well, so real range of body condition scores. But yeah, so that's yesterday's for milkers, that's today for milkers, and then this is kind of middle, yeah, probably just sub middle of wedge up here. But it's a lovely day, really can't complain about the pleasantness of the day. I just wish it would rain. Don't we all?